this is Soiledplant and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do just a nice quick and fast video where I go over staking my Cebu Blue Pothos. This Cebu Blue I actually keep in my bedroom. It's on a little table next to the window. This is one of the plants that my cats love to chew on. They love things that dangle, and they also love kind of like the thinner leaves that aren't quite as waxy. These ones aren't necessarily thin, but they don't have that thick waxy kind of feeling that a lot of pothos have, so the cats love to chew on this one. And the vines on this are going a little crazy, so usually what I do, because I want the cats to, not be attracted to it, is I will take all of the vines and just kind of plop it right on top of the plant, and it seems to be doing okay, but it's not exactly the cutest thing in the world. So what I did was I went out and I bought this sort of hoop thing. And this is actually from Pup and Bud. I found them on Instagram and I thought they were cute and simple, just sort of an easy way to stake them up. They give you a couple little styling options, but I'm just basically going to put this in there and then wrap it, basically. I'm going to cut off this little tag here, and then I am going to unravel this and kind of see what sort of vines I'm working with here and kind of untangle it because they are all mixed up in there. So how's everybody doing? How's your week going? I hope everyone's been having really awesome weather. It's starting to finally warm up, like permanently. We've had a few days where they're, almost spring-like and, 50, 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it'll go back to 30 again. But I think we might still have a snow left this season just because Midwest and it's crazy. But I don't know, we might be fully starting to get into spring. At least I'm enjoying having daylight when I drive home from work, you know what I mean? Be gone, seasonal depression. So the reason I'm unwrapping all of these individually, even the ones that are kind of in the same direction, there's a bunch up here that are all kind of facing the same direction, but I still want to untangle them because I want to make sure that I'm getting individual strands all the way around the hoop. And it's easier to do that when they are individuals as opposed to all tangled up. Here, I'm going to actually spin it so I can see what I'm doing over here. Okay, I think that's everything. It looks like it's all untangled and kind of in their lane. So with this hoop, I found them on Instagram, or I found people posting about it on Instagram. And they do sell these on Amazon. So if you like this particular one, I'll link it for you below, but whatever suits your style, I'm sure there's plenty of different designs all over the place that you can kind of find one that matches your aesthetic. I'm going to basically put this right in the center. I'm going to try not to push down any of the stems. The other thing is I'm trying to put this in when it's a little on the dry side. It's not like dry, but it's a little on the dry side. I don't want to smash down some of the vines that are underneath that, but yeah, right in the middle. I'm going to start with the ones on the edge and just kind of start wrapping kind of wherever it naturally wants to fall. One down, like 15 to go. Yeah, and I have a feeling that these won't want to stay initially, so I might want to loosely tie them down with twine or something. But we'll see where I am at the end. There might be other strands that can kind of hold each other down. See, that's cute so far, right? And I guess the more I fill it out, it'll be even cuter. I'm going to try and alternate how I'm wrapping it, just to kind of fill it up a little bit more and make it look a little more like a braid effect when the vines themselves are crossing over each other. Yeah, I actually did this before, and I posted on Instagram the one I did with my Hoya. I had a Hoya pubicalyx that I did this with, and that only had 2 vines total. So it was much easier because I didn't have to layer them on top of each other. So this will be a little bit more difficult. That one was the beginner, and this one is sort of the intermediate. All of these leaves are going to get so much more sun. They're not going to be piled on top of each other like a messy bun. They're going to be like an actual plant, that's actually trying to live out here like the rest of us. We're all just trying to live, do our best. And just periodically, I'm going to pull out these little leaves just to make sure they're not being insanely crushed, because I'm sure it'll get worse as it goes on. So I just want to check in on them just to make sure they're not getting pinched or constrained too much. So the other thing I'm noticing is when you're wrapping these around, you can kind of make it as sort of tightly wound or as loosely wound as you want. Like in theory, I could get this one to go all the way on this side. And because it's a little spare over here, I think I'm gonna actually do that. Where I'm gonna make, my cats are going insane. This is clearly like play hour and I am not following the family schedule. How are you? You wanna say hi to YouTube? He says, I don't want to be held. I hate being held. My little heart, your little heart is beating so fast. Whether you believe me or not, he is 18 and a half years old. Yes, in July, you're gonna be 19. How is this possible? How is this possible? I swear, he's gonna be one of those cats that lives forever. I love him to death. Next vine, I'm gonna go this way and I'm gonna try and fill up this little section as best I can. So I'm gonna skip ahead. And then when I get here, I'll get a little tighter just so that there's more leaf density. So I don't know if the leaf density is gonna help, if it's gonna be just like Vine City. See, it's starting to fill out a bit more. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Oh my gosh. I underestimated the size of this plant. Here's a question for the folks out there. Does anyone else have a cat who howls in the middle of the night, like reliably? Not when there's other cats around, but just he will wake up in the middle of the night, leave the bed, because he always sleeps with me. He will leave the bed and go somewhere else and then be upset that he's away from me and just start howling. And he knows it's not that he's forgetting where he is. Like, don't give him that much credit. He's a very manipulative little cat. But he will howl until I call for him. It'll be 5 in the morning, he'll wake me up from all his howling. You know, basically when I'm awake enough and aware enough of what's going on, I'll call him and just say, you know, Ash, Ash, and then, or like snap or make little sounds, and then he'll come running. He's so manipulative. But does anyone else have a cat who does that? I love you so much, but if I could change something, I would change this. I kind of wonder if the last 2, should I fill that in? Should I like try to fill this in? Maybe it'll fill in on its own? I don't know. Like, am I getting too crafty for my own good here? Am I making it too complicated? I don't know. What do you think? Let me get a look at it. I don't know. It's not bad. Part of me wishes I stuck to the ring and just let it grow from there organically. You know what? I'm going to change it. I've changed my mind. Back it up, back it up. All right, we're back to the circle. I'm concentrating so hard, trying to make sure I'm not smushing anything. There's so many ways that I could just smash these friggin' vines. There we go. I'm pulling all the leaves out, making sure they're not being crushed anywhere. See, now I feel like I focused on this side so much that this side's a little more bare. You sensing that too? And spin. I mean, it looks a little better on this side actually. So it's not too bad. But yeah, that's the final look. Let me know if you think that I should have, you know, kept this in the middle, or if you like it better on the outside. I think I'm leaning this way just because it's a little cleaner, and maybe if I wanted to fill in the center, I should have had a few more strands so it was a little denser in the middle. But overall, I think it's really cute and it turned out well. And now this means that hopefully it'll get more sun, it'll be happier. Yeah, let me know what you think. If you like it, you know. I just kind of like that it's a hoop. I like the way that it kind of has, you know, the structure to it, but it has the organic feel of the vines. This is like the perfect place to hand model something. Like, would you like to buy this cream? Maybe that could be my side hustle, is be a hand model, right? Do my little plant hoop. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.